Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He will lead this one off today.
Dexter Fowler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Duvall is there. One down. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've brought. Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches. Cardinals nothing. Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Carlos Martinez gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Scott Schebler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, D-Row, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
In now, Eugenio Suarez as he grounds one briskly to short. DeYoung gathers it in. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitches look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Schebler going back. Gone!
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
Third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Yes, he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Fly ball out toward right field. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw on Devado will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Striding into the box, Adam Duvall. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Adam Duvall.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. Carpenter has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
First offering on its way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner back. Stepping in now, Luis Castillo. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So stepping in, Billy Hamilton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. They're down 1-0. The view of Cincinnati from the Brent Spence Bridge. Thanks for joining us once again on the show.
Leading off for the Cardinals, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
The windup and the 0-1. In the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez. In the air now out to left field. Duvall is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Leading off the inning, Scott Schebler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tucker Barnhart. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey Votto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And that misses, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
Now ball, 1 strike.
Hit to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. Cards lead it 1-0. So that brings in the power hitting middle infield one. Homered his first time around. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Popped him up. Jeanette calls for it. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Striding in once again, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Carpenter tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Shepler ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's Marcelo Zuna, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball. Hey, 2-out hits right now. This pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
And he takes a cold strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to left. Duvall is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Reds nothing. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Leading off the 4th inning for the Reds, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. The throw into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
The batter.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Way in front of that fastball. Gennett leads off second with nobody out. Line drive to center field. Pham is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Ready now for Cincinnati. Adam Duvall, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Gennett is on his way home. The tag, and he's safe. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Lo, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
And here's Jose Peraza as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2. In now for the Reds, Luis Castillo. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. DeYoung is there, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On to the top of inning number. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Now batting, right fielder.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Carlos Martinez becomes the first out of the inning. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Jose Martinez is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And there are two away now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. High in the air down the right field line. Schebler moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. One left for the Cardinals. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Billy Hamilton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. One and 2 the count to Billy Hamilton.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Ozuna, and he makes the catch in the corner. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Scott Schebler. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now Schebler with a swing and a deep drive to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run for Scott Schebler. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing the ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Coming on is Fowler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
In is Joey Votto now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Molina gathers, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And there's ball 1. DeYoung aboard here at first with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Ready for another shot now. Marcell Ozuna. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball called for strike 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Check swing as he pops this one on to the right side. Therefore, it is Votto. 2 away now. So striding in, Yadier Molina, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to. Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Scooter Gennett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jerko has it, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And oh, the quick reactions behind the plate almost had him, but he's back in safely at second. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza, runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch fouled off. Suarez stands at second with two gone. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that Wandy Peralta will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Greg Garcia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Dexter Fowler. He singled his last time up. Flying toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and...
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. The 1-1. Taken, strike two. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Hamilton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Riding in once again, Tommy Pham. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's a called strike at the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Duvall. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in. Sean Gilmartin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Jesse Winker is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Winker swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's a second-year big leaguer. 0-1, here it comes. Dribbled to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First delivery to him on the way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Right fielder, Scott.
Scott Scheffler will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This is a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is there. And that retires the side. Reds are down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Jackson Stevens will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Jackson Stevens.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Lined hard to center field. Hamilton patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Here's Matt Carpenter. No hits to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Hits are even at 7 apiece. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Yeah. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. One run, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 2-1. Dominic Leone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dominic Leone.
Tucker Barnhart will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 0-1 delivery. Popped up. Carpenter waits on it. He's got it one away.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So one away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance? Jed Jerko. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jumps off the page at me. He found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
The 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Schebler moves over. 1 out.
Now batting. Catcher, Yadier Molina.
Digging in once again, Yadier Molina 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Raisel Iglesias answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Just missing here, 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to Molina.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Under it, Jeanette, and there are 2 away now. Colton Wong will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's gone 6 for 10. He's taken him deep once. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on.